Ah, fucking Josh. I'm not gonna fucking use his internet anymore. The router they gave me was. Yeah, I mean, fucking look at it. Look at the fucking router. Are you gonna do it again? You better fucking not, because I want to stream again soon.
I'll fucking do it again.
Okay, fucking bitch. Anyway, I know the last stream was a bit of a disaster. In that stream, I tried to talk about a certain woman, 30-year-old something, Savannah Sparks, Savannah Malm, whatever her name is, and she's part of a gay ops of all gay ops. This is the most homosexual of ops going on right now. She is a mother. She's a pharmacist, a lactation consultant. But when you watch her stuff and she talks about these people, you can see that she's trying to show that, oh, she's the one who cares, she's the one who criticizes people for wearing the mask incorrectly, or certain opinions about things that are just a bit too hot to handle. She's just a lactation consultant. I don't think she's a pharmacist anymore. I think she left that position at Walgreens, and we'll talk about Walgreens in a minute. But yeah, she's not the CDC. She's not head of the WHO like Teddy. She's just a mum. But she's trying to get nurses fired for making fake vaccine cards, jokes, and try to get random people banned from airlines because they wore the wrong kind of mask. And it's like, this isn't people that are in the same state as her. These are not people that she's aware of. These are just people from different parts of the country. And she has like 500,000 followers that will fight to the death for her and die on that hill. So where to begin with Milky Mommy Mom? I guess we begin with this one. I've censored the face of the kid because, unlike Savannah Milky Mom, I'm not a scumbag.
Let me start this video by saying that this individual is a child. Therefore, this needs to be handled very carefully. Before I say what I have to say, it is very important that y'all understand that you cannot communicate to a minor the way that you would an adult. Therefore, I need to explicitly state that I do not condone, nor will I participate in any sort of threat towards this individual.
Okay, that's fair enough. You've recognized the severity of this. This is a kid. This isn't, a normal adult. Yeah, there is certain things and certain ways to deal with these things because it's a kid. However, but as soon as you say but after giving a statement, automatically everything prior to that just goes out the window. She doxes this kid, by the way.
I will hold him accountable. With that being said, this video was brought to my attention by one of my followers on Instagram. She is a young lady very triggered by what you posted. And this is not the only problematic video you've posted. And she asked me if I could possibly identify you, privately of course, so that the appropriate adults could step in and intervene. And I did just that. It took me all of 20 minutes to find out who you are, where you live, and where you go to school. And I don't say that threateningly. I say that because you are not immune to accountability just because you posted it anonymously on the internet. So just a heads up, your entire high school administration knows.
Imagine if you were a kid and you went to school and you got called into this principal's office because this fucking woman from like a different state got in contact because the girl who saw that, because that's the thing, she didn't find this kid. She was notified, or someone told her about this kid, and that's the fucked up thing. She's doing these out of the request of other people, and she's got all this kid's information. She says it's all public domain. It's all public information that you can just find from typing in the person's name or whatever on Google, and some of it is, yeah, some of it is, but there's just certain things that people think, how would she know that? There's only certain companies or people that would know that. But yeah, Eyebrows McGee here, she goes ahead to say, I'm not using it in a threatening manner, but you are using it in a threatening manner. You go ahead and you dox this kid. You've got all this kid's personal information, which is a crime in itself, I would have thought, because I don't know the exact law, but I do think that it's very very against the law to find information on a child.
Part 2 of contacting the family of the guy who mocked sexual assault victims. So I ended up messaging about 8 family members. The first one to respond was one of his sisters. This is what I said to her and everybody else.
Oh, by the way, she has like T-Rex arms. Like her arms are like a dwarf's. They're like stocky. She doesn't like to put them on the camera that much, but watch.
She said, "Don't worry, I'll handle it," and asked me who else I messaged. I told her, and I also told her none of them had read those messages yet, so I could unsend them if she wanted, and she said, "Yes, please do that." So I unsent those messages and sent her proof. Fast forward to this morning, I have 2 message requests from his other sister and his cousin. Pause to read, but the cousin said that she wants me to take the video down because I'm making their family look bad. Making excuses for a rape apologist makes you look even worse. Then she said if I don't take it down, they'll contact my family members. And say what exactly? That you're mad that I'm holding your cousin accountable for mocking rape victims?
Again, it's very questionable with some things that people say, and they are just stupid jokes. But with this whole, like, oh, I don't agree with what you said. I want you I want your life to be ruined. I want your job to be ruined. I want your educational prospects to be ruined. It's like you're burning the village and you're salting the earth. That's what you're doing. You're not only just fucking them over for the short term, but you're fucking them over for the long term. Oh, and that's the word of the day: accountable. You have to be accountable for every little thing that you say.
I work at a pharmacy and grab blank ones for me and for my husband.
Hey girl, thank you so much for tagging me in your video as well as everybody else who's been tagging me. For context, Miss Hannah Brooke 95 thought it would be a real cute idea to hop on social media and brag about stealing COVID-19 vaccination documentation forms from her job where she's a pharmacy technician in order to falsify being vaccinated for herself and her husband.
Even if she did fake vaccine cards and everything, why would you boast about it? Why would you? Oh, wait, hang on. Unless it's a joke. unless she wouldn't be that fucking stupid. She wouldn't be that much of a fucking brain-dead regard.
She also thought she'd get away with this confession by deleting all the comments of this creator calling her out. She also then blocked this creator, deleted the video, and then turned her profile to private. Unfortunately for you, though, I got involved. And as a pharmacist, I most definitely have a duty to report it. Because I found you, Hannah. I found your pharmacy technician license number, and I am reporting you to the Illinois State Board of Pharmacy. And just a heads up, since you clearly don't know anything about pharmacy law and how to keep your license intact, they're going to launch an investigation which involves informing your employer, and when your employer finds out, because stealing and falsifying documents is a crime. Thanks, bestie.
Oh, the fucking smugness. But you see, just that alone, some stupid fucking TikTok video, is enough to make her think, right, I'm getting involved in this. I'm going to dogpile this person, and I'm going to ruin their career. I'm going to ruin their financial prospects. For what? For nothing. Some self-righteous virtue signaling, huffing your own farts. But that's what it is. That's what she wants. She wants the negative attention. She wants the positive attention for what she does.
Here's a hilarious, unrelated update to the video that I made thanks to this queen, the real Becca Boo, earlier today. If you missed it, she called out a pharmacy technician for admitting to falsifying COVID-19 vaccination documentation forms, and then tagged me in to help identify her so that we could inform the Board of Pharmacy in Illinois. But the crazy thing is she inadvertently caught something else problematic that happened. This user right here, ExoCourtTK, said, "Can I pay you to ship a couple to me?" So I mosey onto her Instagram where she says she's a nurse. And by quickly Googling your username, your hairstylist tagged you in a Facebook post. And then you liked it from your Facebook profile. And then I matched up who you were married to because you mentioned his name on your TikTok. Is this you? Did you share this shitty meme? Is this you, Miss LPN? Yeah, the Texas Board of Nursing is going to see all this. You can have your middle finger back.
Wow. Can't even fucking... I'm going to have to fucking edit this because you can see personal information, but do you see the fucking loops that she jumps through? Well, supposedly. But she's jumped through all these fucking loops to get this person's information. And it's just wrong. But she can't even, like, censor people's personal information. She's that fucking stupid. And that in itself is fucking dangerous, because people can find this information, people can find this video, pause it at this point I've done, because I'm looking right now at the person's full name, Board of Nursing license type, license number, license status, original issue date, and she just gets away with it scot-free. Fucking unbelievable. So fucking smug. Just no regard, no thinking for the person's well-being now. Because considering that you've just not only just doxed their information or pushed their information out there, but people can find that information and steal their identity.
Milky, Milky, warm and tasty. Mommy, Milky.
During all this, you kind of learn a bit more about her. Savannah Malm likes to pick on people that align themselves with right-wing politics, even though she was a Trump voter back in 2016, but she doesn't like to talk about that, but she's admitted to it. But yeah, she doesn't like people who lean right-wing. I don't know why, but I think she likes to paint people with this broad stroke, broad brush. If you don't believe in science, then you're instantly a Republican, because they don't believe in science.
Let's address this video made by this absolute fucking nut job. And I say nut job because she made a happy birthday video for that sassy MP and literally just stared into the camera like this for 40 seconds. She's anti-science and a COVID-denying Trump supporter. With that being said, she had a gotcha moment for me. I posted this video about doxing back in the fall, where I said that even public information can be considered doxing. However, I've since realized that public information shared on a public forum is not doxing. That's why I've pushed a lot harder with these healthcare professionals in holding them accountable during this pandemic. Mind you, I have not obtained any of this information by illegal means, and most of this information that I get, they have shared themselves. So while it's super cute that you made a dramatic video exposing my business page, baby, I regret to inform you that my business page has been linked in my bio for about a year. But I do love that you're threatening to post my home address if I don't take these videos down. Good luck with that, Patriot.
How would you know? How would you know she's a Trump supporter? How would you know? She might just be, she might have been a Biden supporter. She might have been Kanye West supporter, but you don't know, do you? You're fucking a lot of people over just because you don't agree with them.
Does everybody remember our bestie, Dr. Ryan, who's not actually a doctor yet? You know, the one who got in trouble recently for calling women who choose to breastfeed to a natural term of 4+ years disgusting and then sexualized toddlers?
Where's the proof on that last bit there? But the point about the breastfeeding 4-year-olds, 4-year-olds and plus, I don't know. I think if you breastfeeding babies, by all means do it. If you want to do it, that's your choice. It's it's you feeding the baby. It brings a level of togetherness and bonding between mother and child. Go right ahead if you want to do that. If not, then you can use formula. But hey, look, I'm not the one to judge. I just see mums trying to feed their kids. That's all I see. However, that is when the baby is like just been born, and I think the majority of people would think that breastfeeding 4-year-olds or four and up is a bit, dare I say, odd.
Well, Betty.
All right then.
Bit weird. Not disgusting. I wouldn't say disgusting, but it is very. Well, look, I don't know. I mean, Mommy Milkers here has a IBC LLC. But the last bit about sexualizing toddlers, where's that bit? Because she's happy to have the fucking filter where she pushes up an email on her hand, and it's there on the camera and you can see it. Where's that? Where's the proof for that?
Well, he's back, and not in a good way. So he didn't match into psych because nobody wanted him, and he instead matched into pediatrics, which is even more concerning because he doesn't need to be anywhere near anxious new parents wanting to meet their breast or chest feeding goals. And clearly he didn't learn his lesson the last time. A med student who's in the same year as him but at a different institution recently messaged Dr. Ryan on Instagram and very politely asked him to reconsider how he was speaking to people in a recent video of his. This was Ryan's response. Pause to read. Hone in where he calls his tattoos ghetto. The med student Ryan's talking to is black, and he told me that concerned him. But wait, there's more. Ryan goes on to threaten him and then mocks his physical appearance. So I'm going to go ahead and send all of that information to your HCA program in Loxahatchee, Florida to see if they share the same views you do. Thanks, bestie!
Here's the thing, Savannah. If you just got in contact with him instead of being this hostile, like, how fucking dare you, how dare you say this about, why don't you just, like, talk to him in a very respectful manner? Someone of your position where you've gone as far as to do a doctorate, get through all the legal paperwork and everything, work your fucking ass off to get to yourself in this position in medicine where you are working at the moment, a very respectful position, and instead of reprimanding and lambasting a student, it's your responsibility as his elder to tell him why he should reconsider, why you think that it's not. Just talking. Just talk to him, but you didn't. You fucked it. You could. I would have respected you more if you went and did that and just spoke to him and say why you think it's not weird or not disgusting, and say that to him. You might have changed his mind, but you didn't. You fucked it. And what happened? All your followers, your 500k followers, dogpiled on him because you were like, this guy who's not a doctor yet is a fucking arsehole because he says breast. I think that's where it fucking hit home for you, because you breastfeed your kid, your daughter, uh, and like, oh, that's where this one comes from. You breastfeed your daughter, and I think, well, I don't know how old your daughter is, Savannah, but I reckon it must have struck a nerve when he said that, and yeah, it's not enough with this woman. It's like I said, like, she will burn down the village and salt the earth so nothing can fucking grow again. What? You know, he's fucking disgusting. You know, I mean, yeah, like, maybe he shouldn't have said those things, but to completely ruin someone's education and to go to the extent of ruining their future just because they have a differing opinion, because that's where it all stemmed from. He had he had an opinion that you didn't like, and then when you called him out on it and he told you to fuck off, and your followers got involved and he told them to fuck off, you were like, right, well, I'm taking that. I You can have an opinion, you can have a differing opinion, but doxing them because of that is not right.
Yes, that is correct. Evidently, she has not been employed by that hospital since August of 2020. So apologies to that hospital for the barrage of comments that they have gotten on their social media page. However, my video still needs to be seen because these healthcare professionals need to be held accountable. Not only by her employer, but also her licensing boards and the people that know her. And for everybody that's saying it's just a joke, joking about forging medical documents isn't funny, especially when we're still struggling with this pandemic and hundreds of thousands of people have died. And healthcare professionals are held to a higher standard. And these people are not joking. Look at their comment section. Look at the comments they selectively like. Look at the comments that they respond to. My body, my choice. Experimental vaccine. This shit is not a fucking joke. They got bold on the internet and got caught for it. And while they may get sympathy from the Trump supporters, you're not going to get it from me. And you're not going to get it from any of my friends on this app. So I don't really give a shit that you call me a Karen. I will wear that title proudly because this individual does not need to be anywhere near patients.
Oh, so what was that? So you fucked up, and your followers, your 500k followers, would have a go at the hospital that one of your targets didn't work. That fucking blows my fucking mind. So one of your targets that you thought worked in a certain hospital wasn't working there, and all your followers were harassing the staff, harassing the well, maybe not the staff, but because, like you said, it was on their social media page. But you had your 500k followers harass the or attack the social media page of the hospital, and when you find out that, oh, they don't work there anymore, what do? Not, you just go, oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, like, fuck, like, oh wait, friends, inverted commas, internet friends, your 500k followers that will attack a hospital because you didn't agree with a nurse that works there.
Why specifically mother's milk? Because mommy's milkies are the best.
The Marissa saga. Right, okay. So Marissa was or is a TikToker. She is a lesbian Republican. I know, but yeah, she's a lesbian Republican, and she posted a TikTok of her on a flight not wearing the correct mask. It was like a fishnet with diamantes on it. So here is the TikTok that kicked it all off.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Ooh, Marissa, we're gonna know. Especially when you documented your entire trip with travel dates. I recognize this seat back. You flew Southwest, right? Great, so I forwarded all of that to Southwest Airlines, and Anna made sure to tell me that they will pass it along to the appropriate leaders. So if you get marked as a flight risk, it was me. But wait, bestie, I'm not done. We need to discuss the other problematic shit on your page. Like the vaccine misinformation where you claim nursing babies are dying and women are hemorrhaging by association. Or the medical misinformation where you counsel people on taking unregulated supplements when you're not legally allowed to. Or how about praising domestic terrorism on the day of the insurrection? Or the racism where you compare marginalized groups of people to aliens and dolphins. Or when you deny racism altogether as some form of government control, while highlighting your white fragility. Like, we get it, you don't give a shit about anybody but yourself.
So it wasn't enough that she contacted the airline. She had to contact or find out information about her on social media and everything. And it's fucking disgusting. It is disgusting. Because what do you get out of this? What do you get? A fucking circle jerk because, oh yeah, I fucking got rid of, so what? They're not going to change their views. If anything, you're feeding into them. But anyway, there's been a bit of a back and forth between Marissa and Savannah. So after Savannah's TikTok, Marissa found it, reacted to her video by using subtitles to say, like, look, to me it does do that. There's evidence to suggest this. Not bowing down, even laughing at her because she got 30k new followers from that TikTok, and on top of that, her boss was notified of Savannah's TikTok, and Marissa and her boss were like, "Fuck that bitch." So Marissa made a TikTok and basically called her out on this.
Okay, so obviously this needs repeating. No matter the circumstances, no matter how much an individual may deserve it, I do not condone doxing. I understand you're probably just trying to help. I understand that you're probably not personally trying to cause harm on this individual, but the reality of the world that we live in today is that many people would see that information and do very, very bad things with it. That's why doxing and cyberstalking are illegal. This includes posting somebody's full name, where they work, where they live. If your intention is to get that information out there so it can be reported, report it on your own privately. Don't post it on my page. And this is just a fair warning that if I see that behavior continue on my page, I will delete it and I will block you. Also, at this point, it's impossible for me to monitor my entire comment section, so if y'all see this behavior going on, please tag me so I can address it. And in conclusion, vaccinate your crotch goblins and get your flu shot.
She's gone on and said publicly don't dox people, it's wrong, it's illegal, you shouldn't do it. But she does it anyway. She does it anyway because in her mind she thinks that she's above the law, and she thinks that she can take the law in her own hands and uses doxing as a weapon to get rid of people that she doesn't like. Not at all fascist in any way or sense of the word. But she responded. She responded to this.
Okay, so obviously this needs repeating. How many videos are you going to make about me while simultaneously saying that I'm the one that's obsessed? But since you're behind, let me point you to the video that I made on March 25th. I posted this video about doxing back in the fall, where I said that even public information can be considered doxing. However, I've since realized that public information shared on a public forum is not doxing.
That was what I was talking about. But here's the fucking landslide of information that she's got on this person.
So I figure, since you're so desperate to talk about me, I'll return the favor. I noticed you and your girlfriend removed the affiliate links to your MLMs off your profiles. Is it because of the breach of contract filed against you back in December? Or what about the time you euthanized your dog despite several people offering to rehome him? And then talking shit when the teen mom did the same thing? Or how about excluding part of the community that you identify with? And you'll be damned if your daughter grows up thinking differently? Which daughter is that, though? Surely not your oldest daughter that you don't have primary custody of. Anyway, vaccinate your kids.
She just fucking hung that. And her fucking... Talking about her being obsessed when she's gone through her Facebook and everything.
Milky, warm and tasty. Mommy Milky, please be hasty.
But here's the thing about Savannah, and look, people have hit back and have reacted, and she likes to play the victim.
So over the last several days, I have been repeatedly harassed and threatened by thousands of men, graphically describing how they would rape and murder me, all for standing up for myself. But the worst part has been the deafening silence I've gotten in support. TikTok tried to remove my self-defense video for dangerous acts, yet when I spend days reporting as many accounts as I can for the harassment and the threats I've received, TikTok comes back and says that it's fine and I should just ignore it. And when I respond to a man's comment saying only pretty girls get raped so you have nothing to worry about, by saying do only pretty babies and pretty elderly women get raped, you disgusting piece of shit, TikTok bans me from commenting for a week in order to maintain a safe environment. And of the dozens of duets and stitches calling me every name under the sun, only a handful of people have actually spoken up for me and for women. And y'all wonder why so many women are afraid to speak up about their trauma.
Where is the proof? I want the proof. You're happy to display this people's information and hang that out like the dirty laundry that it is to dry. But where is this proof about these guys that will describe all the different sordid ways of raping you or sexually assaulting you and everything? I want to see the receipts. Let me see your comments. Let me see the email responses from TikTok Community Manager, and I want to see the reason why you were banned.
As I'm sure y'all are all aware, I've been getting repeatedly harassed by far-right TikTok for days. These people have posted my address, made violent threats against me, it's made it to 4chan, there's been violent threats made against my daughter, my family. And because these people aren't getting the reaction that they wanted from me, they're now going after creators whom I'm friends with. And now these creators are very seriously concerned for their own safety. While I'm more than capable of dealing with these people, my friends aren't. And my friends are asking me to remove the videos that have caused all this fuss. And out of the deep respect and love that I have for them, I'm complying. But let me be clear, I am not sorry for the videos that I made. I am not sorry for the people being held accountable. And I will continue holding people accountable as it pertains to public health and patient safety. But for now, there have been enough credible threats made against me, my family, and now my friends that I've got to take a pause. But rest assured, we will all be continuing the good fight.
But you have been going online and doxing people, and that might be why people are pissed about you. So fucking deluded. So deluded. When you get hate or hate comments on your phone or your laptop, this is what you should do. You close your laptop, put it to one side, there you go, done, dealt with. You're not reading it. And by doing videos like this, where you talk about the hate comments and how it makes you feel, people are gonna do it because they know it's getting to you. What about the safety of the kid that you doxed? What about the safety of that kid? What about the safety of the nurse that you doxed? What about the safety of the person who made a stupid joke in someone's comments? You don't think about that, do you? But you just huff your farts and you just sit there feeling while your daughter is suckling on your left fucking nipple. Okay. Oh, she is an annoying bitch. Fucking hell. But we get to meet Mr. Malm, and here's the thing, Mr. Malm, he's a is he a sergeant? I think he works in the army. And here's the thing.
Hello, Savannah Mom. Let me educate you on a couple things because this is going to make everybody chuckle. But it was your husband's own military buddies that has given me this information.
No, the fuck it wasn't, because my husband doesn't have friends. Unless you're talking about his book characters or his anime characters. And even if that were true, okay? You act like you've uncovered some secret. I've had my business page linked in my bio for over a year. If you click on it, it says I'm located in Mississippi. I've also talked about living in Mississippi multiple times, so it's kind of sad that it took you this long to figure out. As far as reporting me and my husband to his command, okay. Last I checked, I didn't sign any service commitment, but good luck with that. I also love how all these patriots say that I have nothing better to do with my time, and then when I actually have shit to do, you say that I'm scared. No, Becky, I've just been running errands. As far as my last two videos regarding Mr. James Conkar, I removed those videos at the request of the CEO of his former employer. But die mad, though.
I bet you don't allow him to have friends. I bet you make sure that he doesn't have friends and that he's fucking miserable. I bet he has a fucking body pillow of 02 or something. Fucking weeb. Anyway, here's the interesting thing. Savannah Malm, she has a sister who works at a Walgreens, and well...
Okay, for anybody asking about this letter in particular, Savannah used to work at Walgreens. If you look up her name on Google, it'll pop up this Walgreens. So that's why I called them in the first place. However, her sister now works there, and this is what they sent me when I tried to let them know what she was doing on TikTok, stating that her sister accesses my PHI and sends her sister, Savannah, information. And that's how she's posting all this information about people. She'll claim that she uses Google, she'll claim that she uses Facebook, she'll claim everything's public information, which is true. This information would be public, but that is not how she found it. I'll make it even easier for you guys. Look at my government name. I live in California. Find me. And make a video stating that you found me. I bet you won't. Not only that, the address that she sent the police to is connected to my aunt. The only thing that I have connected to that address was my Walgreens profile, which is how I knew to call Walgreens in the first place. Not only that, but I've moved 30 times since I was 18 due to work. How did you find my specific address? The only one that was connected to Walgreens.
Savannah is using her sister, who works at Walgreens, to find people's information. But she's using her sister to get this information. And I had to look up a video about this because HIPAA, PHI, what's that? Let's have a little look at the juicy bits of this.
HIPAA stands for the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Its original purpose was to protect people from losing their health insurance if they change jobs or have pre-existing health conditions. HIPAA has been expanded over the years to also help reduce the cost and administrative burdens of healthcare transactions, and most recently to develop standards and requirements to protect the privacy and security of personal health information. Personal health information, or PHI, can be created, stored, or transmitted in many formats. It also includes other patient information like names, birth dates, social security numbers, email addresses, and other information that can be used to create identity theft. It seems like every day we hear about another data breach.
Let me throw a hypothetical out there because I don't know if this has happened or maybe it has happened, but let's say someone asks Savannah to find information on someone. What happens then? She gets the information and she does a video And then what does she do? I don't know if she's passed that information on. We don't know at that point. It's in her possession. And it's not being monitored. It's not being protected. It is just with Savannah. What happens then? That information could be lost, stolen. That is a massive, massive breach of security, and a massive HIPAA violation.
A covered entity under HIPAA may not use or disclose protected health information unless a patient authorizes its disclosure in writing. However, we may disclose protected health information without an individual's authorization for any of the following purposes or situations. 1. To any individual that has been authorized by the patient. 2. For treatment, payment, or general healthcare operations. Or 3. If the individual has the opportunity to agree or object to a disclosure.
Do you think these people authorized their information to be taken by Savannah to use against them? Because that's what's happened. Savannah has managed to get this information so people can access your PHI without you knowing. But do you think that any of the people that she has doxed or got information out of or on through this method, do you think that they fit in any of these situations? Let me know in the comments, because I want to find out. Maybe I missed something.
Practices must implement technical policies and procedures to allow access to only those people who need access to do their jobs. Policies and procedures must be set up to destroy PHI when it is no longer necessary to fulfill a job or function.
So we've had Dr. Boring here talking to us about like the different various things that can happen, will happen, but here's the financial side of it, and this is where it gets a bit all interesting, because, well, look, someone's got to have to fucking pay for it. And Savannah, I know you did a TikTok about you talking about all the money you get, you donate, but I think maybe you should save up some, because, well, let's have a look.
Penalties can be up to $50,000 per penalty per violation, and increase up to $1.5 million per identical penalty, or willful neglect in any calendar year. Civil and criminal penalties may apply depending on the offense.
$50,000 per penalty per violation. How many times has she done this to people? How many? Because she's taken down the videos now. And I'm not sure whether she's done that to kind of protect her own arse. I don't know if she's done that to protect her own butt. But look, Savannah, if you're watching this, I doubt you are. But look, 50k in the hole per violation, per penalty. And here's the thing: she has a husband in the military, and he has. I've heard one person say that he must have security clearance. He's going to lose that because of her. And when that happens, she's not going to be happy, he's not going to be happy. Where do they go from then? Because his money will be fucked, because his finances will be fucked after that. She's out of work. Her sister hates her because she's lost a job now, apparently. And I think she's getting investigated, and Savannah's getting investigated, because how is she getting all this information?
Mommy milkers, big mommy milkers, big huge milkers, and huge big milkies.
What have we learned? We've learned if you have a differing opinion, don't go straight for the docs. Like, talk to them and let them know in a respectful manner why they are wrong in saying that or believing that. And look, you probably won't get to a middle ground between you, but find that middle ground somewhere. We're all human, and we are allowed to have these differing opinions. You're breaking laws to dox people on TikTok because they said something that you didn't agree with. Grow up. Look, if you do work in a pharmacy and you want to own someone, just remember what Savannah once said.
Because stealing and falsifying documents is a crime. But see you in court, besties.